Well, one would assume there was a ton of pressure on Alysha Newman's shoulders heading into yesterday women's pole vault final. After all, she had been in 2 previous Olympics, never won a medal, and Canadian women had never won a medal ever in that event. And the men, last time, 1912. But didn't look like it at all. No pressure whatsoever. She strutted her way into the stadium. She twerked her way out. Incredible theater. She's now a bronze medalist. Yeah. Congratulations,
Thank
Alysha.
you so much. I'm honored to be here, and I'm
my
excited.
Gosh. We're honored to talk to you, and I can't imagine what the last 24 hours, even less than that,
Yeah.
has been like for you. First, can I just ask, biggest moment of your athletics career,
Yeah.
and you're strutting in there like it ain't no thing.
Well,
what propels you to do that?
Yeah, it's fun. It's like I want really people to know that when you get to a certain level, I think when you take it too seriously, serious things happen, And so I wanted to have fun. I wanted to put a persona on that. Yes, I'm focused, and yes, I'm ready, but I can have fun too and be one of the best in the world.
I noticed in your interview after you qualified for the final, you said, okay, now I can just have fun. Now the pressure is off, which is different than what you usually hear, because it feels, at least to me, non-athlete, more pressure in the final. So can you explain why it would be the opposite for you?
Well, for me, so pole vault, there's so many things that can go wrong at any point. Wind, pole sizes, someone stepping on your pole, you getting injured, you just landing on the mat weird, getting whiplash. So there's just so many X factors in pole vault. So when you get through a qualifier, and it's the hardest because there's 16 girls on each pit, so 32 women, going for 12 spots, that's hard, and you can't make mistakes there. You have to be on your game. So I knew if I got the qualifiers over and I got a good spot in the final, then it was just a matter of having fun and doing what I do best, and it was competing.
You were heartbroken after Tokyo.
Yes.
It was hard to watch, and you had poured so much into it. If we would have talked maybe a couple of days later, would you have ever believed 3 years later in Paris you'd be a bronze medalist?
No, because I said I was done after Tokyo, and I tell everyone I retired a million times in my head, and didn't show up to some practices and says I can't do this anymore. But look at where I am now. I'm a bronze medalist, and no one can ever take that title away from me.
So what compelled you to keep on going? Why did you unretire multiple times?
The sport is what keeps you going. So it's funny because if you would have asked me going into Paris, I was thinking, okay, maybe Paris will be my last. That's why I want to do the closing ceremonies. I want to stick around a little longer. I want to hang out and support my teammates. But now I'm wonder what LA could be like, a bronze is awesome, but what's a silver and a gold look like, So I think it's really fun that sport continues to bring you back. It drives you in a different way that I have not felt off the track, and it's free for me, It's not that I have to be there. I get to be there. I get to pole vault, and I get to win medals. It's not I have to anymore. So that's why I'm really enjoying it, and I'm just going to keep going as long as this body lets me.
and you did say yesterday, is this what it feels like? If so, I want more.
Yeah.
So that led me to believe that you are going to come back. Also, I believe your Instagram bio says keep raising the bar or something to that effect.
Yes.
So now you have to raise the bar.
I know, I have
Los
to keep
Angeles
raising
is that
it.
higher bar, right?
Yeah. I have to go back and look at how many records I own from Canada, World Youth to all the way up, but it's getting up there, and 5 meters isn't too far, and 5 meters is very historical for the women's pole vault, and so I would love to it would be the 5th woman to ever do it, and maybe a world record. No, it's not far, 25 centimeters, it's a ruler.
Right.
I think I could do it.
Like you said, your resume is incredible, and no one can ever take that away from you. But correct me if I'm wrong, as a bit of an outsider, I feel like some people like to take shots at you and maybe say that you aren't worthy of the hype or the praise or whatever attention that you may get.
Of course.
And so I'm wondering if now you feel validated. Now no one can ever say anything about you. You're an Olympic medalist.
Yeah, it's funny because, and I'm going to bring Jeannie Bouchard up because I love Jeannie, and Jeannie and I are close. But they were calling me, you're the Jeannie Bouchard. But I looked at Jeannie Bouchard and I thought she was quite the most incredible athlete. She was my role model growing up, and I loved her swag and her aura. So my friends, my family, my coaches, my agents, if they said something mean, I would take it more personal. But people that I don't know, I have a very good, mind. I'm very strong mentally, that it kind of just rolls off my shoulders, and no one understands what it's like to be in my shoes, and that's why I post what I post, because I want people to understand what I do, and that it's not always just going to be about pole vault. I'm going to go on and I'm going to be an entrepreneur on something else. I'm going to run my own business, and one day I want to be a multimillionaire, So at this time in my life, this year I was a full-blown track athlete, but 2 months from now, hey, I might be a millionaire.
Good for you. I hope you are. By the way, okay, so I asked you about the strut, but the celebration, the celly, as the kids say.
Do you guys love that?
I did. Well, it was very entertaining. What was the inspiration?
So I laugh because I'm always injured, right?
Yes.
And I'm always getting back on the horse. So I said, okay, I gotta scare my coaches because I want them to lighten up. There's photos of them being really serious, and I could feel them really intense. I mean, they've built me into becoming an Olympic medalist, and not a lot of coaches can say that. So I said, I'm gonna fake an injury and then I'm gonna dance after, but it just happened very fluid. I didn't honestly think I'm gonna twerk, but that was just from the grabbing that to getting to the knee with the twerk, it just all worked out in one.
Have you seen, there's a women's soccer player who did the same thing after
Oh,
scoring
I
a
haven't
goal.
seen
You
that.
haven't
No.
I thought you were doing that.
Oh, but this games?
No,
Oh.
like maybe a year ago, she did the exact same thing.
Oh,
Fake the hamstring.
maybe that's
and then
where
twerk.
it came. Maybe I've seen it in the past, and
I thought it was
that,
a callback to that.
No.
Okay.
Oh my God, I gotta go look at it.
Yes,
I'll
yes,
put
yes.
us together on an Instagram
Yes,
or
that's
something.
what I thought. Congratulations. It was incredible to watch you compete yesterday.
Thank you.
And we're all so proud of you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Paris Tonight is brought to you by Smart Water.